Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a way that you can make a fermented porridge which ferments in a natural way, as opposed to the method that is most common where you add either lemon or the synthetic citrus into your porridge. So today I'm going to show you a way that you can ferment your porridge naturally. So the items that you're going to need are, you're going to need unga, which is maize flour, or otherwise called maize meal. You're going to need wimbi, which is finger millet. You're also going to need a sieve, a bowl, some water, a glass or a measuring cup, and an airtight container that we are going to use to ferment our porridge. So to begin with, we are going to start by measuring our maize flour. So remember guys, you can use any amount that you require according to your needs, really. You know, it depends how much you will require to use or you will require to ferment. So in this case, I'm preparing for just myself, so I'll just need a small batch. So once you've done that, you pour it into the sieve and then you're going to sieve it. Sieving the flour helps in ensuring that it ferments properly, and it also gets rid of the air bubbles in there. And you can see the particles that are remaining now are bigger than the ones that we have sieved. And of course, return that into your packet. Then we are going to sieve the rest of our maize flour. Okay, and guys, note that since after you've sieved, there are the big particles that you return to the packet, we are going to add a little bit more of our maize flour so that we have enough for the fermentation. So I'm just going to do half a cup extra, and then we are going to complete the process of sieving. All right, and once you've done that, now we're going to sieve out our wimbi, which already it's very fine, but we are also going to sieve it. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. And we are going to repeat the same process. Now we are sieving it onto the maize flour that we have already sieved. This again, guys, ensures that you have fine flour ferment, and it ferments very fast when it's sieved, because then it doesn't have the big particles that were there originally. And of course, we are not going to throw away the bigger particles. We're just going to use them to cook our porridge later on. And again, we repeat the same with the maize flour. So we are going to add a little bit more of our finger millet and sieve. Now we are going to mix it so that one part disappears into the other and you achieve the right consistency. I'm going to go ahead and add water Normally I mix the water and the flour in the fermentation container, but since today I'm using a mason jar, it's not going to be easy mixing in there. So I normally use a bowl, a tin that is airtight, but I don't have that today. So we're going to mix it in here and then we're going to transfer. So I start by pouring some small amount of water in there and mixing it up. Pour some more, mix it up, add some more, and continue adding until each part of the flour has some water. Remember, when you're adding your water, you also do not want to add so much. You also don't want to make it so soggy, because during the fermentation process, it will secrete more water, or the flour will separate from the water or from the liquid. So you also don't want to make it so watery. And I think now it's ready, like so. So it's not that dry, but it's not that watery. Right in between, just the correct consistency. Then we're going to transfer it into our jar. This particular method, I learned it from my mom. It's the closest method she could advise me to do, which is almost traditional. Yeah, because the traditional method was that even before they reached to the flour, they used to grind out the finger millet using a stone, and also the maize. The maize meal was also ground out using the stone grinding mechanism. And of course, that also added some flavor, because you could end up getting some particles from the stone, which some believe had some calcium or minerals from the rock, and maybe even some herbs were added. But this is the simplest form that is closest to a natural way of fermentation that ensures that you get a good quality set of fermented porridge, which has numerous benefits that I'm going to be mentioning at the end of the video. But among them, antioxidation, boosting your immunity. So lastly, once you've done that, remember to mark your container or tin. In my case, I've marked prepared and ready. So prepared is when you've prepared your mixture. So today is 19th November 2022. It will be ready in 4 days. So ideally, on 23rd in the morning, I'll prepare that as my studio breakfast. So let's come back on 23rd and I'll show you now how to cook fermented porridge. Okay, so now our fermented porridge mixture is ready. I actually extended the days. So today is 25th. So mine stayed for 6 days. Remember, it can stay as long as you want it to, but the minimum, let it be 4 days. So what I'm doing here is I'm preparing a porridge mixture so that we are able to cook it. So go ahead and open your mason jar. Once you smell it, you'll find that it has a pungent smell. Yeah, almost smelling like fermented alcohol or beer, the traditional beer, right? So what you do is that you put in some water in the cup, not so much. Remember, your porridge, the fermented porridge also has some water in it. It's very moist. So you fetch 1 and 2 tablespoons of the mixture, and then we're going to mix it in the water until it's thick enough to your desired quality. Remember, the process of cooking it is not so different from the normal porridge, but just notice that your flour is already moist, so you might need to put in a little bit more of the flour, like I'm doing. This is my 4th or 5th tablespoon. Maybe the 6th one, and then that's okay. And also remember, while you're cooking, you can also add more of the porridge mixture into your pot. So let's go to the next step. Okay, the next step is put about half a liter of water, boiling water, in your pot. Then once you've done that, you're going to remix your porridge mixture like so, and then you're going to pour it in and then continue stirring to avoid having big lumps of porridge in your porridge. Remember, I told you after it has fermented in the can, it gives a smell like a fermented alcohol. It's not a very good smell, but after you've cooked it, it has a really sweet smell. So keep stirring, and then you're going to bring down your fire. Put down your heat on medium, then continue stirring. And in the event that you find that your porridge is light enough, feel free to add more of the fermented porridge and create more mixture. That's exactly what I'm going to do right now. And of course, if you notice your porridge has become very thick, feel free to add water. You can add cold water, preferably. Or if you have hot water, you can add hot water. So on low heat, this is going to cook for 15 minutes to ensure that it has cooked completely. And one thing you'll notice is that with fermented porridge, it's bitter, so you'll tend to use more sugar in it. Of course, you can add sugar in the pot, or you can add it in your cup before you drink it. Also, something else to note is that the mixture that we used to create the fermented porridge, which was maize meal and finger millet, don't be limited to those two. But at least have maize meal in your mixture. You can add omena, you can add, that means omena flour, you can add soya, or any other flour that you might want to add in there. But make it simple. While you're cooking it, make it simple. Don't add blue band, don't add other flavorings. Its flavor is enough. It is wholesome enough. So I'm just going to leave it on low heat, and then I'm going to come back when it's cooked, and we're going to serve it. And now our porridge is almost done. So I'm just going to add some sugar to taste. And then we are going to serve our porridge. Finally, serve your porridge and enjoy. Very delicious indeed. And guys, as you enjoy your fermented porridge, remember that it has several benefits in that it contributes a bacteria that have a probiotic effect, and this helps in the restoration of good bacteria in your gut, in your digestive system. And also other benefits are that it also helps you prevent from getting infections. And also remember, don't confuse this traditionally fermented porridge with sour porridge. Sour porridge is prepared when you add lemon or the synthetic lemon into your porridge. So this is very beneficial. My hope is that you will want to try it at your home, at your studio like myself, and improve your health. Healthy living is good living. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. I hope this video was beneficial to you, and I don't think if I have anything to add, only that most importantly, it's very delicious and very flavorful. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe, share, and like. Bye bye.